Hello, everyone. Next, I would like to introduce the life cycle assessment of cigarettes to you. Firstly, tobacco was first originated in the Americas. The first cigarette was produced in France on June 25, 1843, because of its strong stimulant effect, which was just as restorative and refreshing. Then cigarettes became popular everywhere. The life cycle assessment for cigarettes is divided into 6 steps. The first is raw material, the second is manufactured, the third is packaged, the fourth is distribution, the fifth is consumer used, and finally the end of life. The main ingredients of modern cigarettes are plastic filters, cigarette paper and, most importantly, tobacco. These materials are the main ingredients of modern cigarettes. In the manufacture of cigarettes, various types of tobacco are first mixed and blended into the appropriate taste, then sent to the machine for rolling, and finally packed in the cigarette box. The finished cigarettes are sent to the next assembly line for packaging. Different brands of cigarettes have different designs and patterns, as well as different prices and tastes. The packaged cigarettes are stored in designated warehouses by workers to ensure quality and taste, and then sent to different regions according to the process. Cities of different distances also consume natural resources to different degrees, such as exhaust emissions during transportation and the use of gasoline. Cigarettes are almost a daily necessity for its audience. Cigarettes are addictive and will cause consumers to have a strong dependence. So most consumers will buy cigarettes to smoke every day. Cigarette butts, which are left behind after being smoked, often end up in trash cans, ashtrays, or on the side of the road. And according to research, cigarette butts are the most common form of litter in everyday life. So what is the impact on the environment during the life cycle of a cigarette? First of all, in the production process, all kinds of raw materials have to be transported from other factories to the cigarette production plant, during which there will be energy consumption and air pollution caused by exhaust emissions. The second is the energy consumption when the cigarettes are produced in the factory, and because of the high demand for cigarettes, the factory needs to operate every day. The main materials for modern cigarette filters are polypropylene and acetate, but only a few expensive cigarettes use acetate as an ingredient. However, polypropylene is a non-degradable plastic material and can cause serious pollution if discarded. While most cigarette boxes are made of paper with a plastic wrap, the few that are more expensive are more elaborate and use more natural resources. The waste disposal problem of consumers after smoking cigarettes is particularly serious. Due to the small size of cigarette butts, most consumers and local environmental authorities are unable to properly deal with the pollution caused by indiscriminate disposal of cigarette butts. An estimated 4.5 trillion CBS are discarded in the environment each year. And because cigarette filters trap toxic chemicals produced during smoking, CBS can contain as many as 7,000 compounds, at least 150 of which are toxic. A single cigarette butt can leach several harmful substances and contaminate about 1,000 liters of water, especially in coastal areas. So how can we effectively reduce the impact of cigarettes on the environment? This problem cannot be solved by banning the production of cigarettes, which have a long history and formed a unique culture in most countries. So start from the cradle to the grave. First of all, in the selection of raw materials for cigarettes, some more environmentally friendly and degradable materials should be used as far as possible to make cigarettes, so as to ensure the same taste and reduce the environmental burden. Secondly, in the process of production, the energy used by the factory can be more choose wind or hydroelectric power generation to reduce energy consumption. The same is true for the packaging of cigarettes. We should choose more environmentally friendly materials actively, because the main purpose of consumers is not packaging, but cigarettes. Transportation is also a very key link. How to make the transportation volume can keep up with the production capacity of cigarettes and reduce the pollution to the environment. Nearby cities choose to use new energy sources for transportation, such as electric trucks. Long-distance cities choose to use trains for transportation, avoiding the excessive use of trucks. In the consumer part is the most important. Cigarette companies have the responsibility to provide consumers with the environmental treatment of cigarette butts. Explain that the environmental pollution caused by cigarette butts litter is sustainable. So cigarette butts as dry waste should have a more environmentally friendly treatment, and cigarette butts are a recyclable material. Here are some references, please refer to. Thank you very much.